It's the Bob Culture Podcast.
Nothing between the lines of the page or at a time. Forgiveness is for angels with its angel spell and a line that in no second chance or redemption can be found. 'Cause you can't run the devil and the devil is running you down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very special Parker Kane Promotions episode of the BCP. He's taking a sip out of that wonderful mug. You can get yours at Baltimore Celebfest shameless promo. I also got to shout out our sponsors at the beginning of every episode. We got to talk about Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore real quick. They are located in Englishtown, New Jersey, in the Blue Building, Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We got X-Men, G.I. Joes, Marvel superheroes, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, Funko Pops, retro video games, our favorite store in the world. Check them out online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com or on their eBay store, or go to the Flea Market, Englishtown, New Jersey. Now that the bills are paid, let's welcome in the man of the hour. Look at that amazing beard, that amazing banner. Please welcome to the show, long overdue, a guy who's always been so kind to us, and you'll see him down at Baltimore Celebfest 5 this Sunday, October 16th. You can get your tickets now at BaltimoreCelebFest.com. He's bringing in Dave LaGreca, Gabby Laspisa, Luigi Primo, he making a pizza, Alicia Atu, Bobby Fish, and courageous Christina Marie. Please welcome to the show the very handsome Mr. Daniel Parker. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for taking the time. This is long overdue. First and foremost, man, got to shout you out, bro. From the right out the gate, man, you've always been so kind to us, man. We've worked alongside a lot of different promoters, and we have good relationships with everybody. We never want to overstep. At the same time, we always try to get some interviews. We always try to, talk to everybody as best we can. And at the same time, we understand you guys are there to make your money, to make sure the fans have a good time. And you came over, you shook our hand. We just had a good relationship. You're very new to the business, man, and I love your strategy, man. You're coming out. You got all this great stuff, guys. If you're at Baltimore Celebfest, come to the BCP table. We got Parker Kane Promotions. What do we got? We got, what are they called? The pop sockets. Is that what they're called for the phone? We got some little, we got magnets. We got keychains. We got all that good stuff. So come on by, stop by their table. Go meet Dave LaGreca because he's the man. But you're killing it right now, man. I'm so excited to finally talk to you. You're so kind, man. It was that kind of your strategy getting out of the gate was like, hey, like I'm going into this business, which isn't always easy. Like I'm going to be kind. I'm going to network. Like, what was your thought process there?
Honestly, it was just as a fan, me and my buddies, obviously my partner, Chris Kane, we
Gotta
just
be Kane.
Yeah, gotta be Kane. We just started going to these things as a fan, and we were just like, one day I was like, hey man, why don't we just, we're just coming to these things. Why don't we just be one of them and just put ourselves together and make a partnership and kind of do our own little thing. And that's what we're doing. And I'm trying to be different, than a lot of the other ones, but I think at this point, since we've started back in May, I feel like we've gone pretty well.
Yeah, dude, you're killing it, man. And you made a good impression. Like, I'm big on first impressions. I'm big on seeing how people conduct themselves in this business, man. And the people that you're bringing in, not only just you and your partner being amazing, but the people you're bringing in are great. Got to put over our guy, Dave LaGreca, who's always just been so kind to us, man. What's it like working with Dave, and why'd you decide to bring him back?
It's pretty cool, actually. So him and Chris were already, they were already friends already, or whatever, because Chris listens to Busted Open all the time, every day at his pizza shop. And he realized that they were basically, he was putting Dave over and promoting his stuff and listening every day. And he reached out to Dave, and Dave heard that. And he found out about our promotion, and he basically just wanted to help us out.
That's awesome. And that's the kind of guy he is, man. And Gabby's coming too. I love
Yes.
Gabby. I'm excited to see both of them. But Dave really is such a great, nice guy, man. Always goes the extra mile, always takes the time to say hi to us. He sat down with us for an interview. Just always a pleasure to work with at ISPW. So just can't say enough good things about Dave LeGrec. I'm so glad you guys are working with him. And let's backtrack a little bit. You said Chris owns a pizza spot.
Yeah. So have you heard of? Oh, you're in New Jersey. I'm sorry, I forgot. So Chris Kane is the one that sponsors the event.
Yeah.
He owns Sam's Pizza and Deli.
So Chris owns Sam's. See, I knew Sam's was involved with you guys. I thought that was just
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
third party. So that's
No,
Chris. Chris is
yeah.
Sam's. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Got it.
And he's actually he's my partner. So I knew him way back in the day when he used to work at he used to own Pat's Pizzeria and in the area and stuff like that. And I've known him probably since I was a sophomore in high school. I mean,
Okay.
I'm 35 now, so that's a long time of friendship.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
he basically got a table at Celebfest 3, I think it was. It was when Celebfest, I think the one before you guys joined. He got a table, did his little sponsorship with Pat's, or not Pat's, I'm sorry, it was with Sam's Pizza, and he'd already sponsored the event on that one. I think that was his first event that he sponsored. I think ever since then he's been doing all the other ones. And I basically was gonna start it all up and was like gonna have him be the one to sponsor me until, I figured everything out. And I was like, dude, let's just put both of us together and come up with something. And this is what we came up with.
You did, absolutely. I'm gonna have to try that pizza. I mean, no offense, bro. I think Jersey and New York, some parts of Chicago, we got the best pizza. So I'm interested in to try some. Would you say Pennsylvania or is it down Maryland?
Where's Sam's Pizza?
Yeah.
It's in Maryland. Yeah,
It's Maryland.
It's Glen Burnie, I think, Dundalk, somewhere around that area.
All right, we might have to try some.
Basically, like 10 minutes from Celebfest.
Okay. All right. Very cool guy. Always like to check out the pizza joints. Big pizza guy. Very interesting. And speaking of pizza, man, guy who's probably one of the hottest free agents out there right now. His video went viral. We saw him on AEW 2 times after that, maybe even more. He makes the pizza. Luigi Primo coming to Parker Kane Promotions table. That's going to be a long line, man.
Oh, man. It was a blessing in the skies that we were able to bring him in. And Chris just hit me up one day, was like, yo, we got to get him. I was like, who you talking about? Luigi. I'm like, it just makes sense.
Really?
It's the pizza shop and I own the pizza shop and I'm sponsoring. I was like, we got to bring him in. I was like, I mean, if that's what you think, ever since then, I mean, he's just been hitting it. And
Yeah.
it just makes perfect sense. I mean, he's with us. I mean, Sam, we're going to be sponsoring, but Sam's is going to be doing it at the same time. If that it's kind of a weird sponsorship, but it just makes sense. I mean,
Everyone working together. I love that.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, he's going to.
And it's a pizza shop. I mean, come on, man. It's awesome. Very cool. I have not tried Luigi's pizza yet. We like to try, all the pizza we can, man. So I'm interested to see. He's probably gonna be signing autographs. I don't think he's gonna be making any pizza.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So we got a few photos, that we're gonna be doing, and Chris is actually gonna be getting some pizza cutters, and we're gonna be having pizza cutters there for fans for him to sign off on. So
just make sure Nick Gage isn't around. All right, but yeah. I digress, man. That's gonna be cool. And before we talk a little bit more about who you're bringing in, man, tell everyone how they can get tickets for the meet and greets. Do they go to BaltimoreSlabFest.com? Just do it at the table. How do you like to do it, or how should people reach out?
So unfortunately, we don't have a website yet. So we have I have PayPal, Cash App, Parker75 at Parker7587 on PayPal. Money sign run that 01 unfortunately is my cash app, and then just regular cash day of. So I don't.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't do we haven't done that part of it yet, where it's the tickets and the website yet. So we're just we're basic at this point.
No, but you guys are doing such a great job, and I love that you guys you bet on yourselves, man. You invest in yourselves, man. You have all these great, check out the merch. He's got the t-shirts, we got the keychains. We're gonna have some keychains over at the BCP table. And thank you for hooking us up with some stuff, man. I love this. I use this almost every day for coffee. You gave the Vicious one, which is really cool too, man. So we appreciate that, man. And you go the extra mile for your guests. Even just going so far as to make like those like edited artsy kind of like posters. You made one for JTG.
Oh man,
and Nick
yeah.
Aldis. Those are so cool, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna actually set it up here, but it's too tall in my living room. So
Yeah.
because I have JTGs and I still have Jesse Alabans still, that I'm gonna give to her at WrestleCade when I see her down there. But it just doesn't fit. So I kind of
Yes, you. But
yeah.
that's so cool, man. And I also love, like, obviously, us, we're big proponents of the indie talent, and so many people that we've had on the show over the past, 3 years now are in NXT. They're in AEW. It's so cool to see. It's cool to see people just continuing to get that momentum. Luigi, we see getting that momentum. Willow Nightingale's been blowing up lately, which
Yeah,
is so
big time.
cool for us to see. We love Willow. But you're bringing in courageous Christina Marie. We've seen you bring in JC Storm. Is it important to you to bring in an independent talent as well?
Yeah, actually, so what I try to do is I don't really. There's only so many that I know. You know what I mean? And the ones that I do know, I try to bring in the best ability, the way that I can, and try to get them out more, try to get them exposed more. And as long as I'm having like like we had Bobby Fish come Celebfest, I'm going to be putting her with Bobby Fish at that table, so she gets more exposure, she gets more, you know,
Love
fans
that.
coming in and stuff like that. So it's actually her third convention that she's been to, that I got her in. I actually got her one of the banners as well that she keeps now, and she takes around to every convention that she goes to, or not convention, I'm sorry, but every indie show that she goes to, and her fans, she keeps texting me all the time and like, hey man, these guys are like taking pictures of my stand even when I'm not there, and
That's
she
cool.
thinks it's pretty cool. So yeah, I try to get her more exposed more and more networking and stuff like that. So I have it's kind of nice.
It's really nice, and I appreciate again that you go the extra mile for everybody. That's really cool. And just having, I love that you said that, like, hey, we're gonna have Christina like right next to Bobby Fish, because also they get a few minutes. It's always good to pick the vet's brain, and this was like, ask for advice, network, that's really, really cool for Christina. So glad for those opportunities. It was a great job. I'm excited to see Bobby Fish there as well. Then we got to talk about Alicia Atut, one of the great interviewers in this business, someone I certainly look up to and have watched for many years. What was the mindset here bringing in Alicia?
I don't know. I just started following her and thought she was good at all her interviews and stuff
She's
like
great.
that, and I just wanted to bring her in.
It's a stack lineup, man. It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome, guys. When you get to Baltimore Celebfest, anyone who's coming down, go over to that Parker Kane Promotions booth. Go say hi to Daniel. He's a nice guy. I'll take good care of you. Go talk to our guy Dave LaGreca. We got Gabby, we got Luigi, Alicia Atut, Bobby Fish, and courageous Christina Marie. What a lineup this is, man! And you're killing it right now. I love what you're doing, man. You talked about you and your friend starting this together. Were you guys like fans as kids? How did this love for wrestling start for you?
so honestly, I believe it or not, I love wrestling. I'm just doing this as a fan, but for a while, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell out of it for a while.
Sure.
I got back into it once I started following Busted Open and started following AEW and all that kind of stuff. And once AEW kind of made a big hit is when I was like, man, I'm getting back into this kind of stuff. And then I started going to more of the conventions and more of the indie shows and a lot of the MCW shows that are out here. And I've just been a fan of wrestling, you know what I mean? And this is the hobby of mine that I like to do, and I want to give back.
I love that, man. And I love that, so many people in this business really get run down by it. There's so many highs and lows in this business, man. And I hope your mindset stays this way throughout, man. I love your mindset of just believing in yourself, branding yourself, networking, not only with the independent talent, but just other promoters and stuff like that as best you can. You networked with us, and I thought that was really, really cool. So we're appreciative of that, man. We appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you. But I also want to ask you this, man. You talk about being a fan. Did you have like a guy? Like, was there a guy or girl that was like your guy that was your favorite wrestler?
Now, or what do you?
I guess like all time. Like for me, it would be Mysterio because like I saw him jumping around, and I'm like, that's what got me into wrestling. Like, did you grow up like was Macho Man your guy or was Taker your guy?
Honestly, it was The Rock.
Yeah,
It was The Rock. It was
good
always
answer.
The Rock. It always will be The Rock, regardless. Cross your fingers, he comes back to WrestleMania 39. But that was my go-to wrestler for life.
Great answer. He's killing. I'll say this, man. He's in New York right now. I know Raw's live right now as we're recording this, man. Maybe he's showing up right now. Who knows? He's promoting Black Adam. We'll see. Maybe when it gets closer to Mania,
Yeah,
he'll show
I,
up.
I
But
got
we'll
it.
see.
I got it next to me. So
Yeah, you let me know. All right. Yeah. Just cough twice if The Rock shows up. All right, man. And I was gonna ask you this, man. You can't say The Rock though, because first of all, I don't know anyone who's bringing in The Rock to a wrestling convention. No disrespect to anybody, man. That would cost a pretty penny. I don't think WWE can get him right now with his schedule. That being said, who's the dream guest that you would love to bring in, or someone you'd love to bring in one day?
oh man, that's a tough one there. Realistically,
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd go realistically. And then if you want to go outside the box, you can give me one of each if you want.
mm, if it's outside the box, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would do John Cena.
Great. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If we're talking realistic,
You got. I think you got some plans in the back of your mind you don't want to give away. That's what I think. Right now,
yeah,
you got some your eye on some guys, and you're bringing in some awesome talent. Real. So I got to ask you this, Danu. What are the goals for Parker Kane Promotions, man? Because I keep saying I love the way you do business, man. What's the goals for the company moving forward? Is it to blow up? Because you're putting in the miles, man. You're traveling. I think you're going to be up here in New Jersey in December. We'll be here. You mentioned WrestleCade. You're all over the place, man.
yeah. So my thing was just to stick to Celebfest.
Yeah.
That was our only goal because it was local. It was easy. Like we just do this. We basically do this out of our pocket. We don't do any donations. We don't do any like business or loans or anything like that. We basically just do this out of our pocket. And that's how we do it. I was looking to try to get out into other ones, so I invested in like Icons and Wrestle Bash and what's the Tom Rivers, New Jersey.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
our area up here. That's
so I saw
standalone
that. It was
wrestling,
like
the super camp.
it was kind of nice because I seen like a lot of these guys, these promoters will, I guess, seen our work and was like, hey, you want to get in these conventions? I'm like, I'm new to it all, so yeah, of course. I'm actually doing WrestleCade in November. I have Christina going down there with me because that's her first time in North Carolina, so she's debuting down there. She's going to be on the show on Sunday.
Oh
I think
wow.
we're just doing Saturday, and then the show's on Sunday. And then I have Kylan King going down there with us and uh, Christina, and then I have two more. I have two more coming in. They haven't been announced yet, so I can't be saying nothing.
I know the
Much as
deal,
I
man.
want to, I can't.
Kylan King, first of all, got to talk about her real quick. Really, really good get, man. She's been killing it in Mission Pro all over the independents. We've seen her on AOW Dark, just recently showing up on AEW again. She's one of the hottest free agents out there right now,
Yeah,
and possibly could be signed very soon, if not already.
yeah. And I've worked with her. We did the Legends of Hamburg together. I had her and Jesse Alaban, and I had Lady Frost and uh, Victor Benjamin, I believe.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah,
Savage
and,
Gentleman and Lady Frost.
yeah.
They're the best.
She's like,
Um,
hey, I heard you were doing Wrestle Bash or not Wrestle Bash, Wrestle. There's so many Wrestle and then
yeah,
Cade
yeah,
Bash.
yeah. Wrestle
Oh,
thing. Yeah.
you get them all confusing.
Wrestle
She's like,
show.
yeah.
That's awesome, man. Don't you have one more? You have one more coming in for Baltimore too.
Oh yes, I'm
Emily.
so sorry. Yes, Emily J.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
she's, I guess, she's just getting her foot wet, and she just finished wrestling school, so she's got a lot of followers, and I'm there to be the one to try to push her. It's her first convention that she's doing.
Love that.
So that's my other thing is I like to try to help out those that just want to be pushed and get more exposure, and I'm willing to do it. And a lot of these guys just be like, well, hey, they're not going to make you much money, but I'm not all about that. Like
I can tell. Yeah, yeah.
that's not my thing to worry about that, because I have others that I'm bringing in, you know what I mean? And so if I can help her to get more exposure with everyone that I have and stuff like that, then that's kind of what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm not in it to to make money. Obviously, well, that's a lie. I'm in it to make money, but I'm not in it just for the money. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
want to get those exposure that I can get. I want to do it because I love wrestling and I love this hobby. We want to become, try to get big, bigger, to get more out there and do other things, but it takes time. And we started in May this year, so
Wow.
from May till now, for what we have done, I mean, I think it's pretty good. There could be a lot more that we could be doing, but I feel like to this point, we've done pretty well.
Yeah, man. And you really have. And again, like, I'm so appreciative of you even saying that, like, hey, like, yeah, obviously it's a business. Like, yeah, we're trying to make money, but like, we know how we're starting out. We want to give people opportunities. We want the fans, especially in the way the world's been the past couple of years, we want the fans to enjoy conventions. Conventions are back. Fan fests are back. We want them to have a good time. And when you have people like Dave LaGreca at your table, standing on chairs, doing the LaGreca lean, shouting out Parker Kane, Bob Culture, Dave's always a lot of fun, man. You'll get people coming over to your table. And it's so great, man. I got to ask you this one, man, because we do see a lot of promoter drama, not only with, the vendors and stuff, but here on the independents, there's so much going on, man. I have not experienced any drama with you whatsoever, man. And trust me, there'll be some down the line, have the other promoters been receptive? Has it been kind of different? Or are they kind of treating you like the new kid at school? How's that been?
Yeah, honestly, they were in the beginning. I guess I didn't know the ropes quite
That's
off the
how it
jump.
be, yeah.
Yeah, and that's okay. I might have came off kind of like, hey, this is a new guy trying to do this and trying to do that and trying to get this talent and trying to get that talent. I wasn't in it to do that. I just didn't know how to. In the beginning, I didn't know how to connect. I didn't know how to get networked. I didn't know how to do basically anything. I figured it out all on my own. You know what I mean? And from there, it just kind of played out and kind of worked.
Great.
Yeah.
It's great, man. And I love that you're doing all that, man. And again, just keep networking, keep growing. Promoters, if you're we have a lot of promoters that watch the show, listen to the podcast, reach out to Daniel, see if you guys can make some sort of connections. If you're doing a fan fest, we have big event up here. We have standalone wrestling we talked about, Legends of the Ring, that Legends of Hamburg, all that stuff up here in the Northeast, man. I got to ask you this one, bro. Is it The Rock's your guy?
Yeah.
You think Rock comes back and beats Roman Reigns, or you think he's coming back and putting Roman Reigns over as the tribal chief?
Truthfully, I think he's going to put him over.
Yeah,
they're not going to. Me personally, I don't think they're going to allow. They would want The Rock to come back and then Roman Reigns loses. You know what I mean? The way that they're going with him right now, I just don't see it. You know what I mean? They want to make him the next big thing. So if The Rock comes back, hey, because The Rock ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? So,
no,
hey,
he's got literally nothing to lose. Yeah.
But hey, if he makes it out to WrestleMania 40, hey, I'll be all for that.
There you go. That's it, man. Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens, man. I got to ask you this one. First of all, guys, go to, what is it, Sam's Pizza and Subs when you're down Baltimore.
Subs, man. Just check them out. Sam's Pizza and Subs.
I'm gonna try to stop by maybe on the way home. We'll see what happens. I gotta try a slice. But everyone's Jimmy Seafood. Is this hype? Is this just hype? Is this a tourist trap, or is it solid?
I've only been there once.
Okay. So you don't really know.
When I brought in Nick Aldis, the last Celebfest, before when he came in and he was like, "Hey, you going to Jimmy's?" I'm like, I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but if you want me to go and take you, then I can do that
Yeah.
certainly. And we went there and we had dinner, and I mean, it seems to be the next big thing. So I don't know too much about it. I just know it's a big wrestling community. I know it's really big into the wrestling world, and
Okay.
a lot of the wrestlers go. So I would definitely suggest it. I mean, what I had there, I think I had like fried calamari, so it was pretty good.
Okay, cool. I think Sam's Pizza and Subs is gonna be the next wrestling spot. I gotta ask you this one. What's dinner with Nick Aldis like? That's probably
Oh
he
my
seems like a
gosh, dude.
gentleman.
I ain't gonna lie. Like when he asked me that, I mean, obviously I'm still a fan at heart, and I'm still new to
Yeah, yeah.
the whole thing here. But when you like when they're like asking you like, hey, you want to go to? Are you going to Jimmy's? I was like I said, I wasn't planning on it, but if you want
Yeah,
to go,
yeah, yeah.
sure. So then we go there, and he goes through the kitchen, because they all know all that good work, and
That's cool.
sat down, and I'm like, we make conversation, and it was really cool. And at the end of the day, at the end of the night, I was like, I was going to pay for the food. I was going to pay for the meal. He
Yeah.
put out his car, and he's like, nah, don't worry about it, bro. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, did Nick Aldis really just pay for my dinner right now?
Classy. That's a classy move right there. Like, I would expect nothing less. He seems like a gentleman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
And that's the that's the thing about this business, man. I know a lot of them kind of do it for the money, but if you represent these guys well enough, and you give them, a good visit, and you take care of them, they're gonna want to work with you again. And it was like I did that with JTG when we went to Icons in Philly. I picked him up in Philly, took him to the show the next day, drove him an hour and a half to Houston, Delaware for a show, and then we drove another hour and a half back to Arundel Mills to the hotel. And during that time, he was like, "Man, this has been the easiest, most comfortable, weekend that I've had." And I'm like, honestly, in my mind, I'm like, "Man, that means a lot." You know what I mean? And that's actually the one. I'm bringing him to the one in Toms River, New Jersey, too. So
JTG, can't wait, man.
yeah,
We'll see both you guys there. We'll have the BCP table set up, man. That's so cool. And you kind of already answered this, but if you just wanted to elaborate real quick, do you kind of see that because I'm at so many of these cons and conventions. I see the way people conduct business. Sometimes people are just very informal. Sometimes people just kind of like, are like telling the talent to do things that like, hey, we didn't agree to this, like, all this kind of stuff. Are you seeing like the respect from the talent because they see that you're going the extra mile, whether it be the banners, whether it be, you make the mugs for them, whether that you help them with their travel and all that stuff. Are you kind of seeing that respect from the talent?
yeah, for the most part, some of them do, and some of them are just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not
Another
gonna.
day at the office. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? And some are chill, and some are just business, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? As long as they're happy and they want to work with me again, I'm totally fine with that.
Love it, man. And last one on ask you, Daniel. I got to ask you this, man. The question on everyone's mind. So what's the secret to the beard, bro? We want to know about the beard. That is a glorious beard. Tell us about the beard. When did this start?
Honestly, I don't do anything. It's
Are
just
you
natural.
serious? Are
It's
you
just
kidding?
natural.
That is a glorious beard.
The one thing that I basically I just brush it. Honestly, I go to the barber every Friday. That obviously shapes it up. I don't. It's naturally curly. So I just take a regular brush and just kind of and just brush it, and that's just I'm just blessed, I guess.
I love it, man. This handsome devil over here. Daniel, I'm so glad we were able to sit down for a little while and talk about this, man. I'm excited to see you over at Baltimore Celebfest. Guys, BaltimoreCelebfest.com. Again, this Sunday down in Baltimore. It's 10/16/2022. Can't wait to go down there. Dave LaGreca, Gabby Laspisa, Luigi Primo, Alicia Tu, Bobby Fish, and Courageous Christina Marie at the Parker Kane Promotions table. Go say hi to my man Daniel over there. And of course, we have so many other people coming to this convention. Check out Baltimore Celebfest on Facebook and socials and all that good stuff. Daniel, before we get out of here, we're all about that shameless promo here on the BCP. Tell everyone where they can follow you on socials, all that good stuff.
So I'm on Twitter at PK underscore promotions underscore. I have a Facebook, but I don't really kind of use that too much. And then I have the Instagram. I don't know them by heart, honestly, but
Just look for Parker Kane. Yeah, you'll find.
Yeah, just look for Parker Kane, and it'll come up. I don't know off the top of my head permanently, but so it's
Come to Baltimore Celebfest. See the real deal. Check out the amazing beard in person. That's $10 for the photo op.
And I will definitely. I don't have too many of the little gadgets left because I gave them all to you, but
I got some left. Don't worry.
But I have plenty of these cups. They're hot and cold, so I need to sell them. So we need to. They're worth it.
I like that green.
I think JTG has one of him with just his picture because I have a lot of the talents that I bring in. I usually do like the banners that in the 8x10s that I do of them. I do the same as their cup. Like I had Christina's, I had JTG's, I had Nick's, Diamante's, I had Jesse Alaban's done and all that stuff. So I have those, and then I'll be selling these Parker Kane promotion, PKP.
Love it.
So yeah, it'll be a good time, man. It's one of the. It's gonna be for me. It'll be like a do or die kind of thing for me. You know what I mean? Because I try to do this with my heart and soul and in it, and hopefully it works out and turns out well. So I've had plenty of people ask about a lot of the talent that are coming in. So I just hope it's a good turnout. So
it's gonna be great. No, dude, you're killing it, man. I like your attitude. I like your work ethic, man. I like that you're investing in yourself and you're killing it, man.
It's gonna be a little tight, but because I only have 3 tables, but I'm trying to fit 3 at one table with Alicia and Emily and Gabby at one table, but it'll all work out.
Well, dude, Dave doesn't need a table. Just put a chair. He'll stand on the chair and holler to the crowd the whole time. We know Dave. He'll be good. So
yeah, you definitely I don't know if you listen to. I mean, obviously you do. I'm sorry, you listen to Bust It Open
every single day. They're amazing. So I love what they do. Out.
He likes to. He puts us over because he's gonna do that this week. Wasn't on there today, but I know he's supposed to be having Bobby Fish on this week to try to put it out there, and he's supposed to be getting Christina Marie on there too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
He always helps out the independent talent. He has for ISPW several times, and can't say enough good things. Yeah,
that's my other thing with her is like my main focus is on her because I guess you could say she was like my favorite indie wrestler before as a fan before I even did all this stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm a fan at the same time, but I'm doing the promotion, so I just put 2 and 2 together and just help her out, and get her more exposure and bring her in as a talent. And I got her with all that WrestleCade stuff and all the other conventions. I'm getting her on Busted Open, hopefully. Cross your fingers. So we'll see how it goes this week, man. It's amazing. So we'll see.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, if you're a fan too, check out the Christina Marie versus Holiday cage match we had a little over 2 years ago from our Goddesses of War brand. One match that people always talk about. So check that out. I'll send it to you.
I've seen that. I thought that was recent, and then I saw that she had posted it like a while back, and I'm like, that thing was insane.
Good, really good match. Daniel, thank you again for your time, man. Stay safe out there, man. We're doing the road trip on Sunday. We'll see you down there, man. I can't wait to shake your hand and just pet that beard, man. Always good to see you, bro.
All right, man. You too.
Appreciate you, bro. And like we always say here on the BCP, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We out. Peace.
Peace.